Alright, greetings, salutations, good day and hi, you guys and gals. And welcome back to the vTuber Racing Project channel for a personal favorite series of mine. Yes, it's back again. Independent, or at least independently produced vTubers racing on road courses, ovals, and street circuits on really fast open wheel vehicles, their aeroscreens and their Firestone tires, their Dallara IR-18 cars. That's right, it's IndieCar and it's back for its 17th series! 40 members in the roster ready to go. We have a whole lot of newcomers. We have a bunch of returning members about to take part in this series, and I just can't wait to go racing. 15 rounds of action over 2 weekends, non-consecutive weekends, since I'm off next weekend, but we're going to have 6 races for you this weekend. First 3 today at Road Atlanta, Pocono, and Detroit. So let's go ahead and unmute my Discord and say hello to my commentator. Chrono is joining me right now for commentary, and then we are hopefully going to have Adak later on, so just unmute Discord. So, alright, hello Chrono. Chrono, this is where you can go ahead and unmute. Yoo-hoo!
Oh wait, whoops.
Okay, so you're looking forward to seeing some really fun open wheel racing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we already have someone in the chat going, yippee! Yeah, that's right, IndyCar time, so let's go ahead and get into the game. There it is, the Dallara DW12, and this is the placeholder car, I guess.
Kizuna-ai. Wait, no, not Kizuna-ai. Ai Hoshino. There it is.
That's right. Yeah, no, she's not a VTuber. I just, that's just who I have for no particular reason, anyway.
I mean, she's adjacent, pretty much.
Yeah. Alright, opening round will take place at Road Atlanta, the annual home of the Petit Le Mans. Not much going on with real-life IndyCar racing, but a nice occasional road course place for vTuber IndyCar. Braselton, Georgia, 3.940 miles, 12 turns, and there are the usual settings. I'm gonna temporarily turn off the live chat to show you what they are.
Yeah. Sounds like a track for vProto.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the track for have this on the track schedule for vProto. That's what we're planning on doing, but should be a nice little location to race at. But 18 laps for this opening round, 25-minute hard time limit, and the rest of the usual stuff. All right, let's go ahead and showcase a track preview, which I pre-recorded. All right, Chrono, what's it look like?
Rounding down. An easy turn 1. And wait, that's a final turn. Down into turn 1, where there's a really wide gravel trap. You have to avoid that. And into a turn 2 and 3. Then some easy turns. Bends, if you will. Into a medium straight stretch. Down into the double right-hander. Again with wide grass and gravel areas. If you get stuck there, you're screwed. As we go into a wide stretch of straight. Which all comes into a halt to give way for a left-hander that quickly gives way to a right-hander. And then an easy bend over that Suzuki advertisement, and we're home free. That's a lap in Road Atlanta.
All right, thank you for providing that track preview. Let's go ahead and get ready to go as we have a look at the lineups for one fantasy racing team. Can't wait to see how the members do. All right, on. And I just realized I forgot to change the color of the loading screen, and I just realized
you can do that?
Yeah, the loading bar, and I also forgot to change the I realized I need to change the pace car as well. But anyway,
Okay,
I'll focus on that after. I'll focus on that after this race, but first we need to set our grid, see who will qualify for this race and who will not. We need the top 30 for this race. Spawn! And quite a few names did not qualify, including, I'm sorry to report, Kason, just missed out on the cut by one spot. And then Shiguri Ui, who was supposed to be
last.
And Shiguri Ui, who was supposed to be...
Shado's also gone. So is Shiguri Ui.
Yeah, Shiguri Ui is supposed to be the road course queen of IndyCar, yet she didn't qualify for this race for some reason.
Alas.
So yeah, Kason, Ui, Fallen Shadow, Apara, Hinata, and Ayami. And yeah, that's two newcomers just missing around the cut for this race. So notes to them for this round, and there's also 5 absentees besides those 5 that missed a cut for this race.
Oh, anyway, by the way, speaking of your little twist, why not make it so that the 5 last people of the preceding race are the one that gets replaced?
I prefer 30 car fields, because if I try doing any it might screw up R factor.
No, I mean the substitute grid people.
All right, we have a newcomer at the pole, and that's for some reason one Shiicho. Yeah.
Do you know more?
Formerly of Production Kauai.
Oh well, now that's the more.
And who do we have the rest of the field for this race?
Oh boy, we do have more, as Nimi Nightmare is right around the corner in second. Then it's followed by Yubari Rei, Yasutoiki Akumani Mune, Lucy Pyre, Camilla Kurage Roa, hello there, Doki Bird, and Captain Hannah comprising the top 10. And for our rest of our grid, Bao Nene Amano, Ami Aranya, Yuno Hanaki, Sku-chan, Olivia Monroe, Hina Bobina, Kawasaki Sui, Rin Penrose, Ida Pochi, Sameko Saba, Giga, Watagashi Uno, Shailede Tenjin Kotone, Elias Delaria, Doobie, Mint Phantom, Sarue, and Suwol Patra.
Alright, that's all 30 cars set to go for this opening round of 15. Road course kits, the default kits with the red tires, and so we must mosey on over, have some fun in the Peach State, Road Atlanta in Braselton, Georgia. Alright. Gotta make sure everything looks good, and let's get right into the action right now. First of 15 races here. Yeah, safety car will take us around for the pace lap, and it's gonna take forever to go through the pace lap since they're going quite slowly. So we're gonna fast forward a bit and have a look at our de facto Firestone Fast 6. That is, of course, Shiicho Nimi Nightmare, 3-time race winner in her rookie series. Newcomer Yubari Rei. Welcome back, Yasutoki. Actually, I think she competed in the 16 series, but anyway. Numi and Lucy. Alright. Oh boy, this is gonna be a real barn burner. Indie vTuber racing at its finest here in the month of November. Can't wait to see who will be the one to win the gold star at the end of these 15 races. Safety car will pull up, and we are set to go here at Road Atlanta. IndyCar Series 17 is underway!
And Nimi's already making a nightmare of the rest of the grid.
Maybe, but
so I thought.
Maybe. Did she
but
get
she's
to...
drowning in her own nightmare.
Oh, she jumped the starts and got marked 30th. Oh, no. She jumped the start. Oh, that's not a good sign here. But look at Chiacho in her first VTRP race since Corporal Car West over a year ago. That was the last...
the stream is lagging.
That was the last...
for me, at least.
That was the last production Kauai series before they went defunct and several members ended up moving to different other series. Or
constructing their own corpo.
Yeah, I don't know. There's Yuno Hanaki, another former Kauai member and reigning Indy Lights champion in her first top division race. And of course, everyone knows who she is. Nene Amano. And a lot of people know who she is. And she has herself the current lead, and I need to adjust the names on this thing. I need to adjust the names on the TV ticker. So, maybe a bit of a longer, pause between races as I adjust some stuff. Chiacho, Yabari Ray, and Numi, your top three, as we have a few drivers having issues here. We have Sui and, I'm sorry to put Shy Lily, stuck at pit lane. Anyway, here's Bao, who is now the only driver remaining who will have competed in every single IndyCar series. Of course, there are some roster members who have competed in the very first series, but have skipped a series or three in the interim. But it's Bao, who I believe it's her birthday today. I believe it's Bao's birthday today, and so she's still maintaining a perfect attendance every series. Racing in every series, so she's the only one left standing here. Anyway, what is the lead for she? 1.697, as I'm having a bit of an issue with my soundboard. And look who's third. It's a newcomer, another newcomer in Kamala. Let's have a party here as we are seeing one driver in pit lane. That's Pochi. It's getting up
Too
now.
sickly.
And a few more front wings popped off. That's just silly stuff.
That's a pink one?
Yeah, I think that's Amia, yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Front wing, and Doki Bird also missing a front wing. Captain Hannah likewise. But here is the newcomer leading after 3 laps. As I am still having a bit of an issue with my thingy. My touch portal thing.
Man,
I can't.
Being a streamer, it's so complicated.
I can't focus out of the screen because it'll pause the race. Yumi on the move, trying to approach the newcomer. Has an opportunity to pass. She doesn't want to let Numi go around. Blocking the
Pulling a
inside
Gandalf
turns.
so far. Our newbie against the vet.
Maybe I'm gonna have to restart my. Maybe I'm gonna have to restart my Touch Portal app, as I really need to focus on the swingman camera more and more. We have 0 DNFs as of yet. Unfortunately, Nimi is the only one who's 1 lap down due to jumping the start.
Huh. So there are penalties.
Yeah. Or just the R factor of being silly and stuff, because this is a 20-plus-year-old racing sim.
Meanwhile, it's impossible to jump in Assetto.
Multiple cars having to restore some front wings and stuff.
Saba and Mint should be taken one after the other.
So of course I missed an overtake for the lead while I was focusing on something else. Watched Pot Never Boils. Numi to the lead now.
Huh. That's an interesting pit structure there. Uphill pit structure. Pit area.
More drivers having to pit. That's Yasutoki and Bao.
Huh?
Sorry about the background noise. We have the top 4 very close to each other. Yubari Ray speeding along, going past Kamala to P3. Honda overtaking Chevy. Just trying to avert a Honda podium, no, a Chevy podium sweep. We are a third of the way through the race. Here comes Chiacho again, side by side for the lead. And goes past Numi to regain the lead. Chiacho, I originally had her as a backup driver for the series, not one of the 40 drivers, but due to near last minute roster changes, here she is in the roster and leading the way here in Braselton.
You wanted explosive debuts? She provides. For now, at least.
Yeah, there's still plenty more action to go along. Not even halfway
By
through.
the way, I do have the modern Indy cars downloaded in my copy of Assetto Corsa.
Yeah, just in case we need them. Although Assetto Corsa still Assetto Corsa modders still not quite there when it comes to rolling starts. Oh no, Nana Tenshi without wings.
One wing falling off. She might be called Sephiroth at this rate.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of quote-unquote familiar friends in this top 10. As somebody's engine cover has fallen off.
No, it's just a side pod. It's just a side pod.
Alright. And that's Olivia Monroe. Lovely looking lass, that one.
One of 2 members of 3AM Talent who are in this series.
overtakes a quote-unquote familiar friend.
Well, Bao has joined Nami in the one lap down club. No DNFs as of yet. All I've seen so far are a bunch of lost wings. So there's Roa and Nene.
And what's funny is that one of them is Nene, an angel, so yeah, you can call her Sephiroth.
Oof. Numi, what does she have up her sleeve? Trying to regain the lead from the pole sitter. Yes, she does. And Kamala goes past Shiicho to move up to P2 here at the halfway point of this race. And the rest of the top five are Squichan and Yubari Ray. And this is your race leader. Yeah, just trying to scan through the grid to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Alright, what should I do now?
What do you want to discuss?
No,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
referring more. I was referring more to. Wait, is that a duck joining in?
Oh my goodness, oh my god. So apologies for the late appearance, but just wanted to get ourselves back into the IndieCar spirit.
Hello.
Nice. Oh, yeah, and by the way, just wanted to try to blend
Here
in as much
comes
as we
Professor.
can.
Ooh.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I do want to point out, though, I am trying to get into the sheets right now. But yeah, we're racing here in Road Atlanta. Had some history in this track where we had to deal with a lot of fast corners. So basically, it's a game of whoever manages the tires the best and to basically manage their tire wears the most effectively. That's the one that might end up being the winner here.
Oh, look at this. Kamala on the move. One of the
Wise
few
words from
newcomers.
the professor of VTRP.
Oh,
And
yeah.
meanwhile, we got... And they're still side by side coming into the chicane. And it looks like Akuma will start to stick around the outside. But for how much longer can she hang on? She sweeps it around the outside to keep it in the race lead. Great job from her as she maintains it.
Great defense by Numi.
The new girl steps up.
But meanwhile, I do want to point out, though, that there is a massive gap between 12th and 13th. While I've been missing out, though, we do want to point out that there is about 24-second gap between Watagashi Uno and Yasutoiki in 12th and 13th. That is something to point out, as we still see some interesting battles here up in front. Icho trying to get close to Camila.
Pole in her very first IndyCar race, just trying to keep in attention for a podium finish.
Yep, Shicho now trying to line up a move at the back straight, coming into the chicane once again. Will she try to go down the inside? No, she doesn't. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we do want to point, speaking of new entrants, we do have a few new debutants in the competition. Apare Hinata and Amagai Ruka, who are listed as indies despite being part of Weather Plan, if I'm not mistaken. We also got Samiko Saba and Yubari Ray, Kurage Roa. Those are the new additions to this season's IndyCar. And they are, based on what I'm seeing, they are doing kind of okay at the moment. But of course, we do have wait, Shicho, who is also a debutant, as we see more drivers coming, more of these entrants coming into pit road. Giga Bao and Olivia Monroe.
Giga, of course, the 2023 Indy 500 winner, back again after over 2 years away from the series. Oh yeah, by the way, you mentioned about Weather Planet. I checked the virtual YouTubers wiki page. It said Weather Planet are an Indy unit. That's good enough for me for having those two members in this series in the IndyCar roster.
Well, that's a very
Speaking of Weather
interesting
Planet,
information.
is my intel correct that the two so far are sisters?
That is something that we cannot answer. Based on their family names, that is apparently not the case. But let we digress. Well, let's get ourselves back onto the racing track. Hina Bobina has also lost her front wing. Another set of unfortunate circumstances. Speaking of which, we do have some action up in the further in the back, though, especially coming into the battle for 12th. Samako Saba in 23rd, and also we got Kurageo Roa also down in 20th place. It's a try by fire for some of these debutants, but well, sometimes it goes well for you, sometimes it doesn't. But for some of these debutants, this race is at least a good indicator of how to adjust to your first race. So right now they're doing pretty good so far. And speaking of which, Numi is doing a very, very good job though. Now Shicho is in second place. Let's see how Akuma manages to hang on in the lead. Or will she be able to handle the pressure?
Oh boy, Mint is taking quite a while in here. Just struggling in her first race under this new livery. Mint gets not quite a good start for her 17
Looks
series
like her
in IndyCar.
VGTC
Entrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the VGTC entry also not
looks like her
having a good
VGTC
time.
luck has followed her here, which
But
is
again,
not
it's
good.
probably but it's still early days. We will see how she fares in the future races. But since this is the competition that must be her priority, it'll be interesting to see how she fares. But anyway, Shicho is actually getting into the rear though of Numi. But right now they are coming into the back straight, and Icho is as close as she can ever be at the back straight. Coming into the chicane here, turns 10. A and B, will she think of a move down the inside? Thinks better off. Is it going to try to line up a move on the next lap of it or so?
Everyone just slowly trying to get along, just trying to deal with these tight turns. Here comes Icho. Decide to play along here. Going
And
past
going for a
Numi.
move. And she
Oh my
gets into
God.
the lead so far.
I am lagging.
Well, you know the proximity
Are you lagging
between
there,
both sides of the world.
Adak?
I should be fine right now, but right now we are just going to see here Shicho just maintain the race lead here after taking it from Akuma Numi. Speaking of which, Dak, when was the last time a debutant have won in their first race in VTRP competitions?
Has been a while. IndyCar, I don't quite remember, but I know of Saraway, who won on her debut race in this third series, and speaking of, she has crashed out of the race. And
Poo.
Wonderful.
I can't play a sound effect because my touch portal isn't working now. I'll have to restart the app.
All right, we're gonna need to go back to see the racing action here as we see Shicho continue to. Yep, Saraway out due to an accident, so that leaves only 29 cars in this race. Speaking of which, Yubari Ray is also doing a good job, currently in 6th place. Ooh, she's looking very chill though, going up into the positions here. She's trying to see if she can get herself to the top 5. With that move, her into the double apex corner. That is turn 6 and 7.
Able to have herself in the top 5 for the time being. Almost the end of the race.
Right now, the top 11's stronghold in this race is currently uncontested. We're coming into the final lap. Akuma's going to try to go down the inside to challenge.
Great passing opportunity just before start finish, and does take it and takes the lead as we head into the white flag.
Yep, 1 lap to go, and Akuma now takes back the lead. Can Shicho try to see if she sees back the lead?
Looking very tricky because Numi is a few car lengths
Pulling
ahead
away.
of the IndyCar debutante.
And right now she is controlling the race very well as Skuchan and what looks to be Camila, who were on the podium.
Skuchan!
Oh, and that is moved down the
no.
inside, and that's more
Down to
positions lost for
third.
her. That's very unfortunate. Got caught out there in turn
That's
6
the
and
last
7.
car
That's going
of
to lose her a
Samiko
lot more
Saba.
positions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lapped car, and yeah.
Home free, I guess, for Numi.
Coming down to the final turn, and that is going to do it. The opening round of IndyCar Series 17 will go to Akuma Nimune. Numi is your winner here at Road Atlanta.
But kudos to
win for
Shicho,
0-1?
who grabbed her pole position. So great job there. So Shicho will get the 50. Wait for it. 1 point. So if I get to the 51 points for her pole position effort. I'm just gonna help.
She finished third. Shicho finished third, so it's 41.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for correcting.
Victory for 0-1 in the first race.
That's right.
First, it helps that she's first in the lettering of the full-time drivers. So, that helps. That helps it for you.
That's everyone done, and so let's go ahead and we need to start my touch.
All right, so I'll just take a look into the race results as we wait for the points to lock in. Akuma Numi gets her win in the first race of the season. Congratulations to her. Skuchan takes second place from Shicho right at the def. Camila finishes fourth. Yubaya Ray, one of the debutants alongside Shicho, will finish inside the top 5 alongside the third place driver. Yuno Hanaki, Ella Stellaria, Yasutoiki, Kawasaki C, and Shilali make up your top 10. And then we got Doki Bird, Ami Aranya, Captain Hana, Nena Amano, and Lucy Pyre making up 11th and 15th. Ida Pochi in 16th place, new debutant, Kurageo Roa in 17th as well. Not bad of a debutant she's had so far. Doobie in 18th, Ren Penrose 19th, and Hina Babina running at the top 20. Ollie Monroe in 21st with Swap Hatra 22nd, Tenjin Kotone in 23rd, Giga and Watakashi Uno make a 24th and 25th. Sabeko Saba got lapped right at the final lap. She's the first driver a lap down, alongside Mint Phantom, Nimi Nightmare, and Bao, the last of the finisher. And then we got Saraway, who was involved in an accident.
And I'm going to see if I could connect via USB, if possible, for my touch portal instead of Wi-Fi, and that did
manual
nothing.
Is always more reliable. Well, manual collection is usually more reliable, but well, let's just log in the points.
Yes, let's do so. And some names that I would need to adjust just in case.
Don't worry, the poll part has already been adjusted for you. I actually did this beforehand.
Okay.
So
70, 50,
so
41,
anyways, we should
36,
have the
32.
30 drivers in there.
Let's see. Uh, 30, 30, 22, 20th place for 20 points for 11th place. That's Doki Bird. And then 2018. And then okay, 18 points for 12th place. That's Ami. So where is Ami? 18 and then 16 points for 13th place. That's Hannah. So and everything looks hunky dory. Everything looks good.
So all right. So basically, we're gonna see the standings here, and by that, let's just sort out the points right now. And yeah, Akuma Numi, the race winner, is in the race lead. Skuchan in second, ahead of Shiicho in third. Camila in fourth, and Yubai Ray also running out the top five. I just reminded that I was just reminded that Camila is also a rookie in the IndyCar series.
She is, yeah.
Right.
Numi
So with that.
Skuchan and Shi Icho, and that's Numi's 4th win. So 4th IndyCar win. So congrats to Numi. Win number 4 for the number 1 car, 01 that is. And we're gonna take a break for a few minutes while I adjust some things, and we'll be back for more IndyCar in a few minutes.
All right. By the way, we'll be heading to Detroit for this next round. We hope everyone stays tuned. Sorry, Pocono. Sorry, Pocono. So hopefully everyone stays tuned to the next race coming up. Anyways, with that being said, stay tuned and we'll see you then.
All right. See you in a bit. Let's see. right, we are back in business for IndyCar. Sorry for the extended break. Just needing to fix some stuff, or at least attempt to. Okay, just restarting my device actually did something. So let's go ahead and get back to the game screen. We are gonna go to Long Pond, Pennsylvania, to Pocono Raceway. 2.5 mile tricky triangle oval. And how many laps are we going to be racing? 35? First oval race of the series. And, looks like the bank turns. Turn 1, 14 degrees. Turn 3, 6 degrees. And luckily I did forget about my virtual camera. Alright, track preview time.
Alright, so don't forget that we exist. So anyways, coming into turns 1 and so basically we got 3 different bank turns here in Pocono. By the way, I cannot see anything. I just wanted to share everyone on how the Pocono Raceway works here. Is that there are 3 bank turns. Turn 1 is 14 degrees, turn 2 is 8 degrees, and turn 3 is 6 degrees. So you can take it a bit harder into turn 1, but once you come to turn 2 and turn 3, you have to gradually lift the gas as you continue your way towards the circuit. By the way, OBS is showing nothing.
OBS showing
but it's
nothing?
working fine in my end. What gives?
Right now it's literally just showing a black screen for me.
Ooh. Probably try.
I'll try to disconnect and reconnect. Give me a second.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Showing one more.
The course may be simple.
One more lap, and this time I can
there's
actually see.
a lot of strategy involved in this.
Alright, so anyways, in these open wheelers, it is generally expected that they have more grip than the stock car counterparts, but expect some lifting off to basically better position your car, especially into turns 2 and 3. By the way, I can see the track now, so that is no longer going to be an issue.
Alright. That's the preview. Let's go ahead and get right to qualifying, see who will qualify for this race. On.
And it looks to me that we are 5... Wait, why is it loading? Oh, never mind. The preview was literally pre-rendered, and never mind that. Anyways, we are just going to move over into who will be the 5 drivers who will be unfortunate enough to DNQ. Well, that's how the format goes, essentially.
And we have previous race winner's curse.
Yeah, and Shicho as well, also out. Tenji Kotoni misses out again. Krogi Road now knows what it feels like to DNQ from a race alongside Hina Bobina.
And I think... Wait, never mind. I thought I saw Yubari Ray fall.
No, she's going to
that
start
was
20
not the case.
first. Anyway, who is at pole for this race? It's Kawasaki Sui.
Ooh, Kawasaki Sui, black and green, just like a ninja. But let's move. Talk about that for later. As she sits on pole position.
Is that a Kawasaki motorcycle?
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, Kawasaki Sui will start alongside Doobie on the front row. Very decent start to what will be our first oval race of the season. Shigeru Ui will start third. Apari Hinata is also having a good time in 4th place, and Kason in 5th place. Oh, Kason! Wow. I guess we're gonna count Kason as a VTuber, and therefore making her eligible in VTRP competitions. Anyways, Jigasutoki Joycer or row 3, Camilla and Doki Burt make up row 4, Shai Lily and Niro-sama make up row 5. Ella Stellaria and Bao make up row 6, Lucy Pyre starting 13th alongside Ollie Monroe. In row 7, Amakai Ruga in 15th with Captain Hannah in 16th, Nimi in 17th with Ayami in 18th place, the illustrator. Rin Penrose in 19th and Watakashi Uno running at the top 20. Yubari Ray in 21st and the Cat Shark Small VTuber, Samiko Saba in 22nd. Fangu with Suopatra making up 23rd and 24th. Ida Pochi and Saroe making up row 13. Scucha and Nene Amano making out row 14, and last two drivers who made it out will be Lena Lazar and Yuno Hanaki.
All right, the grid is set here. First oval race of the series, 35 laps here at Pocono Raceway. The Pocono Mountains, of course, looming in the background. Can't wait to see how it is for these 30 cars. Let's go ahead and hit the race button and get right to the action. Oval racing on a triangle.
Right. So let's
Nothing quite
go
like
back
it.
into a bit of history there in the IRL IndyCar. There were a lot of races in this time period. In between 2013 to 2019 is where we will be focusing our efforts. So in these types of races, it's all about trying to stay behind the draft, as this is a very large oval track, all things considered, 2.5 miles. So it's all about trying to time your passing correctly and to work your drafts in the right place, especially when you come into turns 2 and 3, because that's where you need to think about your racing line. As we see the 30 cars line up on the field, we'll see how the strategies play out.
Interesting seeing Uwe in the second row, the road course specialist here. But anyway, let's get to racing here in Pocono. Oval racing on a triangle. This is going to be really fun. Safety car pulling in, and here comes the green flag. We are rolling here in Pocono. On to the first turn they go.
And coming to turn 1, Doobie makes the outside line work with some help from Apara Hinata and Yasutoiki there. Now these two, who started on rows 1, 2, and 3, are now 1, 2, and 3 on track. That's a great move for them into turn 1.
Past turn 2 they go. Look at them, 240. How fast will the speed be here? I'm seeing a maximum of 242 for Doobie onto turn 3. And after one lap, it's gonna be Doobie, Hinata, and Toiki at top 3. Everyone passed the first
oval
lap without issue.
Feels like witnessing an episode of Game of Thrones.
Explain.
Context.
Essentially, the whole nobody's really in the lead for this kind of race.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for
racing on. That's the fun with racing on R Factor 1. You never know what will happen.
Well, in any sim racing title, actually. So, anyways, we are just going to move forward into the continuation of this race as we see a car losing its front wing. Oh my goodness!
All those cars without front wings. You just hate to see that happen.
Let's move into the trackside cams. We can still make it. We can still make out something. Remember, the cars' colors are striking enough that we can see it from the side of the track. Anyways, here's Nene Amano going down the inside against Samiko Saba. But right now she isn't going to make a move down as we see another driver going down into the pit due to damaged front wings.
And here's Nene, who's historically had troubles on ovals in the middle of the field. At least. Yeah, just trying to get used to oval racing. Oh, come on now, Shia Lily at the rear of the field. And of course we have Doki and Kamala destroying front wings. And 27 other cars.
That's just what happens if you race a bit too
not
aggressively.
Not a good start for Doki Bird. That's the second time consecutively.
Only without a front wing.
Yeah, Ollie Monroe also not having a good time, a good day in the office. But anyways, let's just take a look into the rest of the field here. We are now coming into 31 laps to go. And that's a decent move around the outside though from Dallara, trying to showcase her what she's got against Nirosama. Coming into turn 2, Nirosama tries to fight one back, but she hasn't had the pace to go alongside. That is Dallara now up in front, but now they're going to work as a tandem to move Kason out of the way. That could be 3 wide.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
it took two at least to take down the Pancho.
in real life, IndyCar, we have seen like a 7 wide. We're seeing almost a 3 wide here.
Yeah, Quezon took like 2 people to take down.
That was a bit ugly, to say the least. But then again, this is pretty on. I don't know. Can I say it's on brand for her?
On brand for...
Quezon to to take matters into her own hands, like the incident that we saw.
Yeah. I think she's into sword work, just slicing through her opposition.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Weather Planet member Apare Hinata up in front. I don't think we have heard from Amagai Ruka. She isn't...
She's a bit further back.
Yeah,
She's
right
back.
here. Yeah. One lap down.
Yes, another old friend, let's just say.
So, get your ibuprofen ready.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting it myself.
Side by side for the lead.
Ooh,
Doobie and Apare Hinata.
Hinata absolutely going alongside, but can she hang on? Kawasaki Sui is just waiting at the back though, trying to sneak in like a ninja, and there she does. There she goes.
Man, the camera is not going fast enough to capture how fast these Dallaras are going.
Well, that just shows you how fast these cars are, and that should be a celebration. Kawasaki Sui now goes up into second place. Can she make a move against Apare Hinata in turn 1? She already has a great run over the final corner. Oh, but gets squeezed by Doobie. And there she went.
Who's in pit lane at the moment? Shy Lily again. Ibuprofen time once more. Oh my, oh my. Here comes the rookie leading against the sophomore.
I currently am hashing out the primary colors for our challenge members.
Yeah, referring to the Formula Hollow Challenge Series. For the drivers that didn't make a Worlds next year.
Yep, essentially the second tier to the Formula Hall Racing ladder now. Yeah. And that is now a thing. This is to address the DNQs that have been happening so far in the Formula Hollow series. As we now see Doobie getting under pressure from Bao. Bao's gonna send Doobie down further into the abyss as Bao now goes further up into the surface.
Bao's second place. I think it was her. I think it's her birthday today, Bao.
Well, we'll check out.
To make sure.
Yeah, we're gonna be checking on that.
Birthday, or
well, we're gonna be checking on
tomorrow. Her birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be checking. We'll be talking about her birthday soon. Well, which it will come down. Which it will be for the next stream coming out tomorrow. But anyways, back into this racing situation here. And Dallaria will now be the next one to join in the pit lane to get her car service, and that will mean she will be mostly out of contention for this race win. And yeah,
nobody likes seeing that.
A whole mess of cars in the first 2 races having to get service due to loose bodywork.
Oh, speaking of which, Kawasaki Sui gets a great slingshot off of the final corner and now gets support from Ollie Monroe, but that is not to say that Bao gets no support because she now has Doki Bird.
Yeah, Doki is a lapped car, it looks like. 22nd at the moment, and this is the last driver in the lead lap as of current. Nimi Nightmare in 21st.
And we now get to see further up the field here, we got Nimi trying to move herself up into the field. Amagairuka also down in 29th. Nimi trying to make her move as well against Captain Hannah in this back of the field race here. But it's still a race nonetheless. But anyways,
248, 249, 251, 253. Are you kidding me? I see a 254. 254 miles per hour by Nimi Nightmare. No wonder this is called the fastest racing in the VTuber world.
Well, that is, mostly in a straight line, but on a closed circuit, they will still be found wanting. But on this context, 408 kilometers per hour for those who use metric. That's insanely insane. These are insane speeds that we're talking about, and Nimi just effortlessly went for it. I mean, these drivers are already coming into on average around 200 plus kilometers, 200 plus miles per hour, which is about 340, 350 kilometers per hour. That just shows you the level of speed that we are dealing with here. Speaking of which, Apari Hinata now gets under pressure from Doobie, who now takes the race lead back.
Well, challenging Hinata now. Inside line doesn't do well for the whale. Hinata remains second, just behind Doobie.
And speaking of which, we already are coming into 15 laps complete as Apari Hinata now goes down the inside against Doobie once again. This is a great transfer of power between these two. And Apari Hinata gets under pressure from Bao, who with support from Ollie Monroe.
I think Ollie is also a lapped car. So it's just so it's Hinata and Bao, and then two lapped cars. So Kason is a distant fourth, and who is fifth? There's a challenge for fifth between some of these drivers. Saraway, the reigning Indy 500 winner, finds herself fifth.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to remind everyone that the fastest 500-mile automobile race happened on this very track in 2014, where the average lap speed was actually, get this, 200 and, wait for it, 2 miles per hour.
Wow.
Well,
on fire machine.
Exactly. Speaking of which, Saraway now trying to see if she can pile pressure onto Doki, but she cannot find any passing lanes, and therefore she has to stand back. Remember what I said about the draft and the slipstream and all that stuff? Well, we are seeing this to great effect.
Looks like Hinata has lost a bit of ground. Currently behind a lapped car of Oli, and being pressured by Kason.
The K.
So Cho wants to get onto the podium in her return to IndyCar in like nearly 2.5 years or 3.5 years or so. Yeah. May 2022, I believe, was the last time she competed in IndyCar before she joined that agency that we're not going to name.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, another one of our old friends.
Another front wing
lost a front wing. We do want to check on, we might want to check on who lost it.
We'll check to make sure. Looks like it's not quite Yubari Ray. It looks like Samako Saba. That's most likely Saba who lost her wing.
Very unfortunate.
And Doobie just leading the way, and what's her lead currently? 0.590 over Bao. With Hinata just in third, but it's not looking too good for her, unfortunately.
Yep, she's lost her front wing, and will mean... And this will mean that she is gonna go down, and that's gonna be her out. So anyways, let's see how the rest of the field goes. That is gonna be good news for D3D and Bao. Not a good news for Apar Hinata. Kesa will get her podium in her return to...
Yeah, provided everything finishes as it is, as we see Hinata take her way into pit lane. Battle for the lead now. Bao and Doobie. Side by side they go. We've seen quite a lot of side-by-side racing for the lead here.
Oh, and by the way, we are in the second half of this race, so this is where tire wear will be a interesting factor. Anyways, Ollie Monroe and Doobie just sticking behind Bao right now, who was in the lead, but now Doobie's gonna try to break the stranglehold, but right now Bao's gonna keep them shackled down under as Bao now leads this race.
Now the longtime member, having competed in every series. Oh, a brief contact with Hinata, who just came back into pit lane. No visible damage, though.
Thankfully.
But Bao's gonna lose out to Doobie.
Oh, that was pretty fortunate so far. But for now, we are just gonna have to keep on monitoring the situation, as we are just going to see. Oh, we got some interesting battle there for the battle for fifth.
And we have Watagashi Uno up in fifth. Uno trying to go on the inside, but losing ground to Lena and Rin Penrose.
And speaking of which, Shigeru Ui now making a move down the inside. She's doing a pretty good job, though, against Uno.
But
and
Ui is a lapped car, however.
Yeah, she's at least making something work at the very least. But anyways, Rin Penrose against Uno. Shigeru Ui is trying to at least making sure that she does deserve her spot there, but we'll see how it goes. As also Lena Lazardo being under pressure though from Yasu Toiki.
That's another lapped car, Yasu Toiki. So, yeah. So it's a mix between lapped cars and lead cars. Obstacles to try and get around in the lead cars' bid to improve their position, as we see a few more cars in pit lane. That's I Am Imama, Shy Lily, and Scoochan, and Shy Lily again in pit lane. Another bit of ibuprofen to take.
Everyone involved.
Aha. Al leading Doobie second, but she is without a front wing.
There we go. There's another one.
Another one.
Yeah, exactly. But that just means that Kason will not be also in the front running for this race to win.
Oh man, that's another wing lost. It looks like it's Olivia Monroe who lost a wing, and that's going to be a further issues. And we lose a driver. Nimi Nightmare is out of the race. Oh no, that's our first casualty of the race. It had to be Nimi Nightmare. A nightmare for the three-time race winner here at Pocono.
Right. So, anyways, we are just going to. Right. We're just going to. Yep. Bao now currently leads this race. Watagashi Uno in second place. Kason now drops down to 6 for some reason. But anyways, Uno going up to second place is a pretty interesting surprise.
That's quite unexpected. Where did she start? Where did she start? I can't focus out of this window because it'll pause your race. Yeah.
Alright, let's consult the screenshots. Who?
Watagashi Uno. Yeah. Where did she begin?
Uno 20th.
Wow. What a major jump by the IndyCar veteran who has seen her fair share of results. So it's currently Chevy, Honda, the top three. As we're coming into the late stages of this race.
Anyways, Apar Hinata apparently back with Bao, but on a different lap. So, yeah, Hinata currently down in 15th place after having to get her front wing replaced. Anyways, she is gonna at least help Bao, as Bao is going to move forward into the race lead right now. Given that the gap between Bao and Watagashi Uno is only at 4/10 of a second, the race is still not over, especially with Uno getting support from Sui.
Or maybe a Sui just trying to challenge Uno. And goes ahead to second.
And right now, Sui is now going to need support from Hinata. Uno dropping down to third will mean that she'll get the slipstream and the slingshot. She just needs to time it right. And now Bao has been left wide open.
On board with Sui. Trying to chase after Bao. And here's what's behind her. Uno peeling away. Sui losing a bit of ground against Bao. On the front stretch, they go. What does Sui have? Nothing.
She has no support. She has support from Ampari Hinata, and that's the difference that they have at the moment. If she needs to have this win, she'll need support from the back of the field, who will give her a toe and a push. And right now, we might be seeing that. This is
Yep,
so.
that's what I told you.
Bang
This is
Goose
so
Overrated become an episode of Game of Thrones with all this back markers trying to toe front runners.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
If you really want to
Thank you,
use
out of
racing,
nowhere.
if you really want to use racing context, think tandem drafting. Think tandem drafting back in stock car racing, especially in the early 2010s, where essentially the driver at the back will help push driver up front, and pack racing essentially turned into a two-car freight train operation and all that stuff. And right now, Kawasaki Sui will need help from Fang Gu, who is currently giving her a push. But remember, Sui and Fang Gu are currently both racing for position. Will they cooperate for as long as they can, especially coming into the final lap?
Coming into the penultimate lap here, 2 to go. Bao leading the way, but Sui and Fang Gu are closing in on the leader. And Hinata won't let Sui nor Fang do anything about it. Here comes Uno. On the inside. Several cars close behind. Oh,
But
this
remember,
is exciting
Kawasaki Sui-
stuff.
Oh, exciting stuff is now coming into the final lap of this race. Sui now has no support.
White flag is waved for Bao.
But remember, Abar Hinata's now now down the inside of Bao, and that will put Kawasaki Sui in position.
Oh no! Sui loses a front wing. Oh, this late in the race, that's not good for Sui. But will she continue enough momentum to get a high consolation finish? I don't think so. She's losing ground, or she's gonna go into pit lane. It's gonna be Bao taking the checkered flag at Pocono. And out of nowhere, Lena Lazar second. Bangu gets a podium, at least. But here's your winner, Bao. That's her 6th win. Bao has win number 6 in IndyCar.
Oh yeah, just wanted to remind you where Kawasaki Sui finished. Apparently, she finished 5th after that. What do we call that?
12th. Sui finished 12th.
All right. I'm just going to adjust that as well. So yeah. So that will
And
be the race done. I don't. Can we call it anticlimactic? Because we were being hyped of Kawasaki City trying to give Bao a massive challenge for the win, but it all came undone. I'm not sure we can call it that, but yeah. As the drivers now come back into
I
pit
call it
lane, let's take a
tragic,
look
to
at the
be honest with
results.
y'all.
yeah. Well, that race certainly happened. Let's just scout through the grid
Check the
and
results. Anyways,
process what
Bao
happened.
will take the checkered flag here in the season's first oval race of the season. Leighton Lazar second with Fangyu third. Watakashi Uno in fourth. And Kaison's return to ovals puts her in fifth place. Rin Penrose sixth, Niro Sama seventh, Sarai eighth, Lucy Pyre ninth, and Yuna Hanaki rounding out the top 10. Suopatra in 11th alongside Kawasaki Sui in 12th. Apari Hinata finishing in 13th place alongside Yasatoki 14th. And Doobie rounding up 15th place. Camila and Elias Dallara finishing 16th and 17th with Captain Hana 18th. Yubari Ray in 19th with Ayami rounding out the top 20. Samikasawa in 21st with Ida Pochi 22nd and Amano 23rd. Dokiba 24th, Ollie Monroe 25th, Ruka 26th, Shigori Ui in 27th, Shaila Lily 28th, Skuchan 29th, and Nimi Nightmare retires late in the race with an engine failure.
And thus, ibuprofen having to be taken. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in the points, and yeah, Sui was at pole.
Sui was on pole, so I am already getting ready for the paste thing. So just lock in the points. I will correct it.
Will do. It's this one, and I make sure it's all in numerical order, and it's 19 points, and we're missing one name that's scored. That's Captain Hannah. That's 18th place, so 8 points, and that is just it. That's all 30 names and 5 absentees and
All right.
5 DNQs. Okay.
So basically, yeah, while we take a look at the driver standings, I do want to point out that I will have to log off now. I have a flight coming on in 8 hours, so I might need to get some sleep. Yes. So that should be all from me. So anyways, hope you all be enjoying the Detroit race coming up. Yes. See you then, and take care.
Right, bye-bye.
Safe flights, my man.
All right, so it's just you and me, Chrono, for Detroit.
Yep. I'm about to show you my progress so far with the CS car.
I am eager to see what is there. As we will go on break next. Okay, Sui finished 12th for 18 points plus the bonus point for pole, and everything looks correct, I guess. So Bao has the points lead, 71, followed by Numi at 70, and then Yuno Hanaki in her debut IndyCar series after winning Indy Lights, currently third with 52, Skuchan fourth, 51, Lena Lazar 50. That's your top 5, as we are missing a couple names. And a couple names have yet to score, including, I'm sorry to report, Limu, who's been absent for the first 2 rounds.
Champion's curse?
Maybe. Yeah, that doesn't bode well. Oh, I'm seeing the new car right now. It looks lovely. Very good job, Chrono. All right. We're back in a few minutes to Detroit, the Motown, Motor City. All right. See you in a few. Oh my god, the break didn't need to be that long, but let's see if we can get through this last race for the morning in Detroit. Chrono, are you there? Do you read me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Very good. So, Detroit. Thanks to
Time for the
Racing
blocky street circuit.
For the track, we're going to be racing 21 laps. Yes, early series scuff. Yeah, early series scuff at its finest. Anyway, Detroit Street Circuit, 1.645 miles, 10 turns, 2.647 kilometers. Racing for some reason counterclockwise, as we will showcase in this track preview. Chrono? Hello, OBS.
Oh no, it's not working on my end.
Okay, now it's going. And
As
it's
we
not.
round the last corner into a highway to start the lap.
OBS is
Oh my God.
being silly.
Will then give way to a double left hairpin, with the second part being uphill as OBS refuses to comply.
Yeah.
Oh
Luckily,
my.
it is a shorter looking track.
Yeah, nothing to commentate if graphics don't match with what I'm saying. As we go into a small stretch of straight.
It's loading. Let's just let it do its thing.
Wait, no, that's the big stretch of
Yeah, that's the big stretch.
straight. Ah,
And
then
onto
down into the
hairpin.
hair. Yeah, the circuit map kind of threw me off there.
Yeah, it's early series scuff. Maybe if I reduce the load a bit, just close some apps. Doesn't seem to be doing much.
We yield into another 90-degree right, which shortly give way to a 90-degree left, as you won't with a street circuit. A right and a left.
And, well, that was awkward. That was awkward. The
Yeah.
rest of the lap completed. Where were we? We're right here.
On a medium stretch of straight before we went into a quick right and left. Wait, no, left and right. And that's Detroit City Circuit for you.
Right, so let's go ahead and load right now, because time is running short.
Oh, you betcha.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully there's fewer issues for tomorrow morning's stream. We'll just set the grid today, preferably. Just hype, because Mint with her continued bad luck here. So Hannah, Saba, Fang, Mint, and she all missed out.
Because it's so funny.
Okay, and set the pole for this race. That is Ayami Mama in her return to IndyCar racing after not being in the roster last May. What's the rest of the field look like? Quickly, please.
Dokibird Bao Camilla Watagashi Uno Dubi Yubari Race Kuchan Swopatra and Shaili comprise your top 10, and for the rest of the grid, Socho Roa, Socho being Kason that is, then Olivia Monroe, Nimi Nightmare Sarue, Apari Hinata Yasutoiki, Kawasaki Sui Hinabobina Fallen Shadow, hello there, Amagai Ruka, Nene Amano Elias Delaria Yuno Hanaki, Amiya Aranya General Giga, Leno Laser, Yurosama Ida Pochi, and Lucy Pyre.
Don't tell me Limu is an absentee for this race!
Yeah, I haven't mentioned her name, which is a massive tragedy.
Yeah, more ibuprofen to take anyway. Yeah. We'll just go today. Yeah. Yeah, don't mind that this car is stuck. Yeah. So I'm afraid we're gonna have to, yeah. This is gonna take a while to sit through this entire, case lap. What if we... Nope, safety car's coming out, so, yeah. We'll just have to make do with, sitting through this entire case lap in real time. Emotional damage, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because the placeholder car is stuck and yeah, it wouldn't come out. Let's see if pressing space to skip formation lap will do anything. Will it? Let's find out. Okay, looks like it did something. Okay. It did something. Right. Let's actually get to the race. As we're dealing with dismally low frame rate. Onto the long stretch. Great camera angle right there. Ayami up in front, followed by Doki, and then Bao third. Let's go around the hairpin. Yep, frame rate isn't at its greatest. Yeah. We're just trying to do the best we can. Several cars without front wings. And after one lap, it's Dokibird followed by Ayami and then Bao. Dubi 4th and Kamala 5th. And we have a whole mass of cars.
I say Camilla.
I think she pronounces her name Kamala. There she is right here.
Well, I did.
Very interesting,
I did that.
colorful design. Looks like it's 8 cars in pit lane. And yeah, there's quite a handful of drivers stopping in pits. And it's an interesting design. It's a double lane. Some go into the left, some go into the right. I'm amazed that the creator of this track is able to make it work.
Sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do.
So we're 2 in, And Hina took a dismally long time in pit lane, and we're seeing several more cars having to stop at pit lane, because this is a tight
yes, the
track.
modern day Ferrari strategist special in F1. Oh man, now that is some ibuprofen.
Oh, for sure, Chrono.
For like years now. Suppose he be taking ibuprofen.
Whoa, I am a bit too wide. Gonna lose a position to Bow. Do we have cars losing front wings? Oh, we certainly do. Whoa! Whoa, Doobie. A bit too reckless there. Scoochan, however, has no front wing.
Remind me what Roa is again?
A kitty cat meow meow?
Ah yes, the classic in terms of anime girls.
Now, I have a pet peeve, and it may be no pun intended, or I don't know, but when it comes to anime girls or VTubers that are fluffy animal types, it's when they say to do not touch their ear fluff or their fluffy tails. It's so annoying, so common among such anime slash VTuber. Yeah. Unfortunately, that includes Fuamoko. They say not to touch their fluffy ears nor their tails.
Yeah.
Such thoughts make me
oh boy,
want to take
Fuamoko, I have a lot to say about them that are not fun to say in the commentary, so I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, unfortunately, both members are in the challenge series. We'll say no further about what's going on. Doki. I'm still leading.
I hope she keeps this up because it will be very great compensation for what happened to her in the past 2 races, as I think that's Bao in the lead, unless it's... Yeah, it is indeed Bao for the lead now. So your podium would be Bao, Doki, and Camilla, all one-word names.
That's right. And we have debris.
And I think it's all Chevy so far.
Yeah, all Chevy. More debris here. One car is already out of the race. That's Hinobobina.
Massive oof.
Clowned around a bit too much. So Apatra is 1 lap down. Everyone just trying to make their way along this track. Al has a pretty good shot at getting back-to-back wins to open up this series.
Not unless Doki says something about that.
I think an announcement just came out from Doki that she won something?
Oh, whoa.
She won a competition and she's going to Japan, I think? And, yeah. Well, Bao is just gonna lose a lot of ground, because another missing front wing. She is staying out on track for this lap, though, for this next lap.
Interesting decisions. I hope it doesn't come back to bite her later.
Yeah, camera work on this track could benefit with some adjusting. Well, another driver without a front wing. Street racing tends to be very, very tough for these Indy cars.
And even the actual racers.
And Bao is coming in and is to be coming in as well. Bao inexplicably popped up in the air. Let's see if we can get a replay of that, and of course gonna risk messing things up. Yeah, the car did pop up.
That's some trampoline action right there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that leaves Doki Bird free as a bird. For now, at least, until IME says something about it. And now it's a Honda Chevy for our podium.
That's right. Nightmare up to 4. And Yubari Ray 5.
By the way, Dag,
yeah?
How do you decide if you give a new Indy Honda or Chevy? But is it nationality? I was guessing it was nationality.
Yeah. Usually it's the Eastern-based drivers getting Hondas and the Western-based drivers getting Chevys, but it's not a hard fast rule. It's a bit of a guideline. Chevy logo jump scare right there, and who's leading but
I was gonna point that out. I forgot.
Yeah.
Talk about fitting.
And these Penske logos littering the track, and this car design is this livery for Doki Bird is based on a Penske car, and so naturally it's leading the way here. Let's have a look at how everyone is faring. Just 19 cars on the lead lap. And we are barely halfway through this race. Hours elapsed car. Just trying to chase after Doki. Nimi Nightmare's 3rd, Pamela 4, and Giga's left car, Oli, is 5, and Ibaire is 6. It may look like a deceptively simple design, and Oli just barely short of 1.7 miles in length, but this is a tricky track.
Boundaries make it hard.
Sorry, come again?
City boundaries make it hard.
Yeah.
All that fence, which naturally gives birth to blind corners.
And here's the rating Talent Freedom 100 winner, Elias Stellaria, just struggling here. Her first full-time series in vTuber IndieCar. Doing okay so far. So come down to 9 laps. I forgot to mark who has a pole for this race. I did send over.
Yeah,
Send
that's
over.
Ayami Mama.
Okay. I will have it taken care of. As I turn away for a few moments and I see Doki lose ground. Ayami to the lead, followed by Nami Nightmare.
Yeah,
Nope,
probably
Kamala
tripped
on the
up on one
inside.
of those probably almost stubbed her toe in one of those corners and thus lost ground.
Well then, Ayami herself has an issue now. That will perhaps
Yeah, with
send
these
Kamala to
kinds
the
of
lead, but Ayami
with
is
these
staying
kinds
out.
of circuits, you're very, very susceptible to stubbing your front wing on the corners.
Haha. Oh, Ayami Mama.
That,
And
I think, would restore Doki back to the podium at least.
And Ayami will let Kamala pass her by for the lead. And likewise, Nimi Nightmare.
While Doki is battling off General Giga.
Yeah.
While Yubari Rei is fast approaching. And I think that's General Giga ahead now of Doki. General against Bounty Hunter.
Oh no, Nimi herself loses a wing. So that's Kamala outright leading the way. Olivia Monroe is third. And there's Doki Bird right here. It's the hairpin, Chrono. It's the hairpin that's been causing issues for many a driver. As we see someone stuck Lena Lazar. Oh dear. The former IndyCar champion. Just, yeah, not too good. Fallen Shadow, yeah, that's a busted engine. Yeah, some time ago. Up into the lead, Kamala goes. Nimi Nightmare. Oh dear. What's with the cars parking here when there's two rows of parking lanes in which to I don't know. Restore
R-factor.
Something. R factor. That's always the answer. Lucky Bird. To second. Yes, everyone is being mental here. It's R factor being mental. It's my OBS being mental as well. Early series scuff. Yeah, it's inevitable from time to time. Just gotta live through the pain. Just gotta live through the pain.
Smile and wave, smile and wave.
Yeah. Pass to the hairpin. And is Kamala having issues? No. No, she's doing fine. Oh, man! A real mess of things.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
And now that's a pile-up.
Uh-oh.
And lots of front wings going off.
Yeah, what just happened involving Itapochi? Yeah. Yeah, chaos reigning supreme here. as you can see in this replay. Lots of wings, lots of front wings popping off, and oh, is that a dead car for Pochi? That looks like it's a dead car. Looks like it's a busted engine. Good
Oh, well.
God in heaven. Oh,
I don't
dear.
see smoke, though.
Yeah, that's probably end of Pochi's race. Yeah, so yeah, can't proceed any further with that, and yeah, that's just adding insult to injury right there. So for Pochi. The two-time winner at Detroit Belle Isle cannot perform perform very well on a different Detroit layout. Damn shame, a damn shame. Whoa, Roa, come on. Kamala's vying for the lead, attempting to go for the lead, it looks like.
Looks like Doki's dip, after all, may be a wise move.
Yeah, multiple DNFs. Apari Hinata also a DNF. As my soundboard is, yeah, delaying things here. Yeah. Yeah, that sound was supposed to be for Hinata's DNF. Yeah. Unsurprisingly, a few DNFs here. Yeah. Pochi is officially marked with a busted engine! Roa! Hard hit. Right there.
Where... Goes to the left and does not make the turn.
Oh, it's one of those races. Street course shenanigans at their finest. Just 16 cars on the lead lap, surprisingly. 16 cars. It's still too close to call for who's going to win, however. Doki and Yubari Ray are right behind Kamala, as we will soon approach the white flag, provided there's still enough time for one more lap.
So it's a question now if it's a white flag or a checkered flag.
And it is indeed a white flag.
So one more.
Yes, sorry, Pop. And Kamala just needs to hold off Doki Bird so we could have a rookie race winner. But gotta watch out for Doki. Very close behind. Past a hairpin turn for the last time in this race. Last few turns. Just a couple more turns will do it.
Can she hold off Doki?
She definitely will. We have a rookie race winner in Series 17. Kamala is your winner in Detroit. Kamala is an IndyCar race winner for the very first time.
And after just 3 races, too.
Yeah. There's the driver to look out for. 4th place in Road Atlanta, 16th at Pocono, and now a dub here in downtown Detroit. As Doki congratulates Kamala on her first win. Doki, of course, finishing 2nd, and Yubari Ray rounding out the podium.
our barista, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Leo will finish to wrap things up here. Okay, so that was an eventful race that took place here. Kamala, first-time IndyCar race winner. And then Doki second and Ray third. As I mark down the top three. Let's see. Top three for Pocono was Bao Lena Fengu. And then Kamala Doki Ray. I'll go quickly with this. So Bao, Lena, and Fang. And then Kamala. And then Doki Bird. And Yubari Ray. That is her first podium. And the count looks correct. Count looks correct. All right. Round us through the rest of the field after third. Starting off with Sku-chan.
Alright, so the rest of our top 10 will be Sku-chan, Watagashi Uno, Doobie3D, Nimi Nightmare, Neneyama no Shy Lily, and Amagai Ruka. And then for the rest of our grid, that would be Yuno Hanaki Ayami, Kawasaki Sui. Roll next page, please. Giga and Ella Stellaria as your last remaining racers. This race claimed a lot, starting with Olivia Monroe, Lucy Pyre, Bao, Eurosama, Saruway, Amiya Aranya, Suo Patra, Kei-son, and Yasutoiki being one lap down, and Kuragi Uroa and Apare Hinata 2 laps down, and then Ida Pochi, Fallen Shadow, Lena Laser, and Hina Bobina did not make it to the finish line.
That is your entire field. Let's go ahead and lock down the points. And fix some errors. IME will get a bonus point for pole, so instead of 18, it's 19, and oh, there's a whole bunch of names that I'm missing. So Numi was not in this race. Amiya Aranya finished 21st for 5 points. Lima was an absentee. Lena Lazar just gets 1 point. And who else am I missing? Hinata. That's 1 point for her. And yeah, 6 drivers get 1 point. That looks correct to me. So, Road Street classification has Kamala leading the way with 106, Sku-chan second, 86, Yubari Ray third, 72, Doki Bird 70, Numi 70. By tiebreaker, it's Numi for fourth in the Road Street classification, but overall, after round 3, we have, of course, Kamala with 116, Sku-chan with 87, and we have 2 drivers each at 79, but by tiebreaker, it's Bao who's third. And who else? Sorry, background. Sorry about the background noise. And Doki also with 79 points. And I missed a name. I missed a name. No. It's Ray who. No, it's actually Ray. Ray, who is on 79 points. Early stream scuff. Nope, it's Doki who's fifth. And she has 72 points and 1 second. That's a tiebreaker. And that looks correct to me. Pamela Skuchan, Bal, Ray, and Doki. Okay. That looks fine. All right. So what did we learn? What did we learn, Chrono?
Street courses are dangerous for your health.
That's right. We gotta focus on Pamela's car for a bit. First time race winner here in this is her third race. GG's. All right. Let's hope tomorrow morning's stream will have much less stuff to go around, because as you'll have a look at the schedule here, tomorrow is the milestone 200th IndyCar race, which will be at Mid-Ohio. We'll have 2 short ovals sandwiching that 200th race. We're going to Rockingham in North Carolina, not the UK track, the Rock in North Carolina. And then the Mid-Ohio race number 200. And then round 6 taking place at New Hampshire. Alright, that's gonna do it for today. Chrono, thanks again for your commentary.
Always my pleasure.
And everyone, thank you for watching here, and we'll have plenty more to come with 12 more races in IndyCar 17 series. So I'm gonna go ahead and catch a bit of college football on TV, and then run some errands, and we'll see you tomorrow for the 200th race spectacular in the IndyCar 17 series. Take care, everyone. Otsudag.
Otsu Chrono.